What's cracking with your snack and snacker stars? It is me, the BRE, the man in the backwards hat, Brandon from the sAs, the Snack Food Appreciation Society, and I'm coming at you on this super hot Friday to present you with something to cool you down. That's right, it's from the freezer aisle because it's a frozen Friday here with the Snack Society. I went back to that cheap store, you know the one. I'll tell you all about it right after this on an exciting edition of Pizza Night. Never fear, Pizza Night is once again here. Grab yourself a can of beer for this frozen Friday, July 21st, 2017. I've gone back to the Aldi, you see, and that means I've gone back to check out the newest Hangry Tomato variety. This one is triple meat, and it's got sausage, uncured pepperoni, uncured bacon, cheddar, whole milk mozzarella, and cheddar chipotle sauce. Go ahead and turn it over. They want you to preheat that oven to 425. Place an unwrapped frozen pizza on the center rack. Bake it for 16 to 18 minutes, probably not, and then stuff your face. You see you got 3 angry meats right there. Looking very, very angry indeed. And if you remember, I got that spicy one the last time. I don't exactly remember what it was called, but it was pretty darn good. So I have high hopes for this one with all this meat and cheese on it. Let's get it out of the box and show it to you in its frozen form. Alright, there it is in its frozen form. As you can see, there are some pepperonis on there. I wouldn't say a ton, but we can redisperse those to make it look a little more even. You got some sausages here and there. There's one. There's a couple more, but not a ton of them on there. And then you got bacon, and that all seems to be in the middle. So I think I'm going to have to disperse these meats a little bit better before putting it in the oven, which I'm going to do now, and I'll be right back to put it in my mouth on Pizza Night. Alright gang, the pizza is out of the oven. It smells really, really good. Let's take our first look at the cooked product. There it is. I did disperse the meats around a little bit more, but there's still some vacant areas here and there, and there's going to be some areas that are going to be sweet spots. Otherwise, basically I put it in for 7 minutes, turned it, put it in for 7 more. It was almost done after that, so I put it in the broiler for about 30 seconds on high, just to achieve a little bit of browning on the pepperonis, a little bit of cuppage over here. Yep, looking good. You got some browning along the edges of the cheese. That's looking pretty tasty as well. Let's look underneath this bad boy, and yep, that looks like it's done as well. Alright guys, all I gotta do is cut it up with the pizza scissors, and we'll have our 420 slice. Alright, I've sliced it up the way I normally do a take-home pizza or a frozen pizza. 2 large slices, 4 small slices. That way I can sort of mix up my game, you know what I'm saying? But this big bad slice right here is going to be our 420 slice. Show that to you a little more closely, nice and brown there. Yep, the cheese is dripping off, so I'm not going to pick it up any further. Yeah, that looks like a mess. Alright guys, I'll be right back after this to taste it, let you know what I think about it and more on Pizza Night. Alright, I've shown it to you frozen, I've shown it to you cooked. I just haven't shown you how I eat it yet, and I'm going to do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, ever since my first review with Aldi and their pizza, things have steadily improved. I was never going to eat their pizza again after that first take and bake, but I was actually excited the other day that I saw one that was a Philly cheesesteak take and bake, and I would have gotten that since I've already done a Hangry Tomato variety, but since this is a different one, and it's got lots of meat on it, it's a triple threat, and lots of cheese, I think I'll go ahead and go with it. Alright, this thing looks like it's pretty sturdy. Show it to you next to my noggin the way I always do. Little itty bitty slice off this frozen pizza. Went ahead and went with one of the small slices for tasting purposes at this point. Let me go ahead and do so, shall I? Alright gang, that is a pretty darn good pizza, especially for $5. I am not disappointed in the least. Let's go ahead and build this thing from the bottom to the top, the way we always do. But let's stop in aroma land first. When I was cooking this thing, I started saying, is somebody cooking breakfast? Because to me it really smelled like some bacon and sausage, and maybe even some egg going on there. There's no eggs here, but there's definitely bacon and sausage. And at least the sausage is of breakfast quality. We'll get back to that in a minute. The crust is your standard crafted crust that they have on the other Hangry Tomato pizzas. Pretty good, nothing amazing, a little bit of crunch to the outside, gets a little softer and more inviting towards the inside. Not a ton of flavor, but nothing offensive either. It doesn't taste like cardboard, and that's a plus. Going on with the sauce. No tomato sauce here, guys. It is a cheese sauce, a chipotle cheddar cheese sauce, and it's exactly what it tastes like. It's a smoky cheddar cheese sauce, like something that you might want to put on some nachos or something like that, man. Almost queso quality in terms of the flavor, just not in terms of the thickness, because it's a very runny sauce. But it's very good. I like that a lot. Just enough zing to make my eyebrow go up, you know what I'm saying? Also, wow, that cheese, the shredded cheese, the mozzarella, the cheddar shredded cheese are both very, very good. They form a good blanket over the pizza. There's enough stretch on there that I can appreciate it, which is rare with a frozen pizza. I'm really digging that a lot. That's really, really good. The bacon, I would say, is the weakest component on this pizza other than the crust, because it's okay, it tastes good, it smells better than it tastes, but it's alright. It's uncured. I like cured bacon, so keep that in mind. It's alright. The sausage, like I said, is the king daddy of this bacon right here. That is some breakfast quality Bob Evans, Jimmy Dean, Logan sausage right there. Like straight off the chub, you know what I'm saying? Woo! That's some good sausage. It's got some sage going on there. It's got some fennel or something like that. Just a little bit, not enough to make it taste like anise, but, you know, just enough to give you a little bit of a nice flavor. And then a really good natural pork flavor that comes through. That smells and tastes really, really good. The pepperoni is good for uncured pepperoni, especially when you get a little bit of curling going on there, which delivers a little bit of better texture, a little bit of leather going on there. Nice flavor, little bit of zing. Doesn't taste like your basic bland chicken, you know, pork, beef mixture frozen pepperoni once you get it cooked to the proper level. And I think I've done that this time, and that's pretty good too. Guys, for $5, I can't complain about this pizza. I'm giving it a 7/8 thumbs up. If the bacon was a little bit nicer and if the crust was just a little bit better, I'd get a full thumbs up. But for $5, I'd eat this any day of the week, especially if I didn't have to cook it or bake it or whatever. But I did on this very, very hot day near the nation's capital. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been in the 90s just about all week. I think it was 89 on Monday, and it's been in the upper 90s. The heat indexes up in the hundreds every single day, and there's no relief in sight. But you get relieved by watching us here on Frozen Friday. Thank you for watching. Check us out on Facebook with the Snack Society. Click on the link down below. When you do that, you become one of the coolest people in the whole world. I don't know why you haven't done it yet. Also, check me out on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon Reich SAS. When you do that, make sure you use the handy hashtag Snack Society. That way you know what we're eating and we know what you're eating too. So you want to make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, we'll see you next time. Bye bye. Nobody doubts El Dandy.